10 signs you are emotionally exhausted. At some point in their lives, many people currently dealing with mental health issues will most likely become tired and emotionally drained. However, even people who aren't actively struggling with mental issues can experience this type of exhaustion too. More commonly, people who overwork themselves at work, people who struggle with developing relationships, people who have had bad time management, people who feel lost in life, and etc. Contrary to popular belief, exhaustion is a common occurrence amongst people of all ages, especially in today's climate, as people are forced to live a certain lifestyle in order to fit in. However, not many people going through tough times realize what's happening, or they simply ignore their current situation and continue to work with the hope that everything will be okay. When your mental health starts to impact your job or your performance at school, you should take the time out to readjust your schedule and implement some changes that will reduce the impact your issues have on your life. You won't be able to produce quality work in either school or your job if you're feeling mentally and emotionally drained. Certain signs of exhaustion tend to intertwine with the symptoms of anxiety and depression, and these disorders can lead to desperation, at worst, suicidal thoughts. The best thing to do if you're experiencing mental issues is to talk to a professional. Better than friends, therapists can help you process what you're going through and the reasons behind them, which can give you a sense of relief, guidance, hope, and more. Dear future entrepreneurs and moguls, here are 10 things or 10 signs you are exhausted. Number 1, lack of motivation. Lack of motivation is typically a symptom of depression. However, it may be caused by something else. For example, you may lack motivation if you are having difficulties coping with an issue in your life or experiencing something that affects your self-confidence. In some other cases, if you feel a lack of motivation, it is because you have not associated the task at hand as being pleasurable, or you have defined it as being more painful. Until you change the definition and belief around it, you will not be motivated to do the task. Number 2, physical fatigue. Fatigue is an extreme feeling of tiredness and or lack of energy, often described as being exhausted. This is different than drowsiness, a term that describes the need to sleep. Fatigue is something that lasts even when a person seems to be getting enough sleep. Most of the time, fatigue can be traced to one or more of your habits or routines, particularly lack of exercise. It's also commonly related to depression. On occasion, fatigue is a symptom of other underlying conditions that require medical treatment. Number 3, feelings of hopelessness. Hopelessness is an emotion characterized by a lack of hope, optimism, and passion. An individual who feels hopeless may often have no expectation of future improvement or success. Furthermore, if you feel hopeless, you feel very unhappy because there seems to be no possibility of a better situation or success. Number 4, absent-mindedness. Being absent-minded means being so lost in thought that one does not realize what one is doing, nor what is happening. Additionally, being absent-minded also means being preoccupied to the extent of being unaware of one's immediate surroundings. Absent-mindedness can be caused by 3 different things: a low level of attention, blanking or zoning out, intense attention to a single project or focus, hyperfocus that makes a person oblivious to events around him or her, unwarranted distraction of attention from the object of focus by irrelevant thoughts or environmental events. Number 5, apathy. Apathy is a lack of interest in life's activities or interactions with others. It can affect your ability to keep a job, maintain relationships, and enjoy life. An apathetic individual has an absence of interest in or concern about emotional, social, spiritual, philosophical, virtual, or physical life and the world. Everybody experiences apathy from time to time. You may sometimes feel unmotivated or uninterested in daily tasks. Apathy can also lead to a lack of love that can cause people to have no help when they need help, or in no friends when they need a friend. Number 6, headaches. Headache is defined as a pain arising from the head or upper neck of the body. The pain originates from the tissues and structures that surround the skull or the brain, because the brain itself has no nerves that gave rise to the sensation of pain fibers. Normal headaches are usually caused by exhaustion, dehydration, muscle tension, nerve pain, fever, caffeine withdrawal, drinking alcohol, or eating certain foods. They may also happen as a result of a toothache, hormonal changes, or pregnancy, or as a side effect of medication. Number 7, difficulty concentrating. Concentration difficulties can be caused by medical, cognitive, or psychological problems, or may be related to sleep disorders or medications, alcohol, or drugs. Psychological conditions that can interfere with concentration include anxiety, depression, bipolar disorder, emotional trauma, and stress. Difficulty concentrating is a normal and periodic occurrence for most people. Number 8. Irrational anger. Many things can trigger anger, including stress, family problems, and financial issues. For some people, anger is caused by an underlying disorder such as alcoholism or depression. Furthermore, uncontrollable mood swings lead to a loss of motivation to work, socialize, or perform simple tasks. Eventually, these feelings can become stronger and cause individuals to feel trapped or disconnected. Emotional exhaustion can lead to feelings of anger and irritability. Number 9. Increased cynicism or pessimism. Pessimism can be defined as a tendency to see the worst aspect of things or believe that the worst will happen, a lack of hope or confidence in the future. Some people are genetically predisposed to be more negative than others. However, pessimism more often develops as a result of external circumstances, such as a bad breakup, job loss, injury, illness, or other trauma. Pessimists also may push their loved ones away just when they need them the most. Number 10. Sense of dread. Dread may be described as a sense of impending doom, an oppressive and overwhelming force, sucking the joy out of life and smothering your enthusiasm for new experiences. Dread may include being constantly on edge, imagining worst-case scenarios, and screenplaying moments of imminent catastrophe in your head. In conclusion, contrary to popular belief, exhaustion is a common occurrence amongst people of all ages, especially in today's climate as people are forced to live a certain lifestyle in order to fit in. The best thing to do if you're experiencing mental issues is to talk to a professional. Better than friends, therapists can help you process what you're going through and the reasons behind them, which can give you a sense of relief, guidance, hope, and more. You won't be able to produce quality work in either school or your job if you're feeling mentally and emotionally drained. Make it a priority to take care of yourself and your mental health. The end. Thank you.